Hey guys, MaxLPQueen here, and I am entering the Lilith Keep dungeon right now. I've been trying to do this dungeon all day long today. I've been in matching for like 15 minutes or so, and then I got into the dungeon, and now I am back into the dungeon again because the party quit on us in the last time that I tried to do this, and then just a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm so weirded out right now because I got in so quickly, because it took me like 20 minutes to get into this dungeon last time, and now it's taken me like 2 seconds to get in this time. So I don't know, I'm just gonna say that we're ready, okay? We should be ready to go in here and take on this dungeon. It is our next quest, as you can see over there on the right hand side of the screen. In our inventory, you can see we have a couple of things that we didn't have before. We have our boots from this dungeon already, and some tier 10 feedstock from this dungeon, and our belt. And I will definitely explain that to you guys. Our boots are actually +1, so I can explain that as well. But basically, what had happened was, this is probably like, I think, the 3rd time that I've tried to record this, because I tried doing it, I believe, yesterday, I think, and it didn't go so well because the party that we had actually left. Well, one of them left on us, and yeah, we had to sit there and wait for 15 minutes for the person to come back because they didn't know what they were doing. And then the other person started the second boss without the whole team there, of course. So we had to restart the boss, which wasn't good either. And it was just a mess. And then today, I was waiting in queue for like 15 minutes, like I said at the beginning. And when I got through with the queue and got into the dungeon, I got a party that was incredibly mean to me, especially because I didn't know what I was doing. And our tank ended up leaving. So yeah, that's what I've been dealing with this morning. Yep. But I know what to do now. I know what to do now. Kinda. Not really. I'm bad at this. I'm sorry. I'm bad at this. I'm never claiming to be good at this game. I didn't when I first started. Not at all. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to be good at this, and I'm not going to give you the perfect archer guide, just saying. But I'm going to try my hardest to do the best that I can, to at least go through the dungeon so that the people can see it and kind of know from an archer's perspective what you're kind of supposed to do. Yeah, that. But I just want to let you guys know that the reason I have the boots in my inventory and the belt, yeah, is because when I was running through the dungeons yesterday to try to record for the channel, I ended up getting the boots. I got 2 pairs of boots because the team that I paired with had already had everything, and they were just coming in there to get some like stuff for crafting or whatever. So it was not my fault. Sorry, it was not my fault. I had already went through the dungeon. That's why I had it. I ended up getting 2 pairs of boots, and I enchanted with the boots. So that's why they're +1. Oh gosh, thank you for healing me because I about died. I ended up enchanting with one of the extra pairs of boots that I had, because now you can enchant with gear. I don't know if that'll stay, but you can enchant with gear now. So since I had 2 pairs of boots, I just decided to go ahead and do that. I completely missed. And then I got my belt as well when I come into the dungeon the first time. Ooh, that was close. I dodged it! I actually dodged it! Basically, if you can tell, what you're supposed to do with this boss is he will target someone and say that you need to get away or whatever, or something like that. And if he targets you, you need to keep the little red ring over there. You need to keep that away from the party, because if you're like right here attacking and ooh, more boots. If you're like right there attacking and he's got you, then you will leave that red ring of fire right next to the boss, which is not what you want. You want it like way far away from the boss, so that it doesn't continually hurt you, because when you run into it, you'll get a bomb above your head and it will continually hurt you each time. And I got the boots. You see that down there? I got 100 for the boots. So I definitely did okay with my rolls. I'm getting pretty lucky with that. I'll show you guys how to enchant with the new boots we got once we get out of here. But now we're moving on to the second boss. The second boss. Pretty quickly, I might add. I've got a pretty good team here. I'm happy about it. What was I saying? I like completely blanked out. The first boss. Oh yeah. Basically, he'll do that, and then he will also kick behind him. So if you're a DPS, you want to go in front of him when he's kicking. You can see the little red mark behind him when he's kicking, and then there will be like a pie shape with a piece of a pie taken out. That's the area you want to go. You don't want to go anywhere in the red. He'll also do that as well. So definitely stay out of the way of that. And that's the first boss. And now we are on to the second boss. And now I can explain the second boss while we're doing the second boss, not afterwards. But this is our... I don't know. Like I said, I'm not good at any of these pronunciations of things in this game. And I'm going to probably say I'm all wrong. That's alright. Basically, over there, you can see hardening wax. It is at 30%. And that there. When those circles get around you, what you want to do is you want to use your dash ability right as it's about ready to go away. You want to use that to get away from the spider webs, because they will actually slow you down quite a bit. And then if you're targeted like I was, you can also dodge that as well. Obviously I was in the middle of talking, so I didn't dodge it. But you can see hardening wax is at 64, 65%, and it keeps going up. Once that gets around 90 or so %, you want to get away from the boss, because he is going to unleash his final move or whatever, and you can't avoid it. You're going to get stuck in place. So you're going to definitely not want to be up close to him while he's doing that. That way it makes it easier on the healer, because you're more than likely going to die. You see it's at 96%, so I'm going to run way out here. See, I'm stuck. I'm stuck in place. I cannot move. And the little red, see everybody there in the party that didn't do what they were supposed to? They stayed up close. Mostly because the healer will heal them. We have a good healer. But if you don't have a good healer, you got to make sure that you get away from him. Because... Oh, shoot. No! Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I was going to dash away, but I was in the middle of using the move. My healer is going to heal me up, though. The brawler or tank or whatever you have will normally take the spider guy away from the webs, and you want to kind of get him in a singular area so that you're not running into them, because they will cause you to slow down if you run into them. So definitely gotta watch out for that. Oh, I should probably, oh gosh, dash out, and I didn't do it in time. I have like 3 dashes as the archer, or 2 I know of. I have the chase one like this, and then I have a kick that I do that I can stun, but doesn't stun this boss, and then a jump back, as you just saw. And of course, that happened again. Well, I ran out of time. I didn't have any more time. I couldn't use them. But I have like 3 of them, and it's just so hard for me to remember to jump back or to jump forward or whatever. Ugh, I don't like it at all. It's very hard to commentate at the same time while I'm doing this. I know I've said it in like every single episode. Oh, he's at 100% and I didn't go away. Well, that's alright. We have a good healer. So I should be fine. No, I'm not going to be fine. That's okay. Just going to resurrect real quick here. And jump back. This time I avoided it. See that? I avoided it this time. So I know how to do it when I'm paying kind of close attention, but when I'm not paying any attention and I'm trying to talk and do like 3 things at the same time, then yeah. Oh, he was on me. Well, that's alright. We want him over here anyway. I don't know what the brawler is thinking. Because we don't want him near all those spider webs. I am very bad. Especially being away from the healer over here on this side where I'm not supposed to be. There we go. I'm just going to get here with everybody else. And stop being the most annoying person on the team right now. Alright. Basically, if you wanted me to do this like I'm actually supposed to and be the best I could be, this is probably what you would hear. Yeah, the whole entire time, that is what you would hear. Because it's a lot easier for me to concentrate when I'm not talking. Of course it is. Alright, he's at 99%, so I'm just gonna stay right out here. I get hit with the web, and I'm stuck in the web, so I'm gonna get continual damage, which is fine. Alright, we got him down to 2% anyway, so it shouldn't be a big deal. Alright, second boss down. We're making good time. We're making good time. Alright, so I'm going to check if this belt is a little bit better than the one that I have. Let's see, this is HP. Nah, I don't need that. I need crit power, so I'm going to give that to somebody else who needs it. And if nobody needs it, it's just going to stay there. That's fine. Now we're going to go to the final boss, but before we go to the final boss, we're actually going to be doing the mobs, which are right before the final boss. You want to be careful when you're going through this area here, because you will turn a corner and they will be right there where all those guys are stopped, you see. If you were to go out that way, you can't see them, but they're on the sides there, there's little archers and stuff. Yeah, you don't want to be over there. You definitely don't. I think what you want to do is let your tank go first and get everyone and pull them up to the tanks, because if they come to you, then it's just a big mess. You just want to follow behind real slow. Because you see the archers there, they have the lasers, and it makes it way easier for us to kill all of them if they're in a circle. Gotta avoid those lasers. And FPS are probably gonna run pretty low in this area. Because there's a lot going on right now. So, sorry about that. I'm at 23 FPS. Which is to be expected when you're in this part. But once you get them all dead and gone, you're good to go. And you're ready to go on to the last boss. This is, I believe, Lilith. The boss of the whole entire place. Lilith's Keep. This is Lilith. Alright. So let's get on this big elevator here and head on up to the final boss. Oh boy. This one's gonna be fun for me. Considering I don't have much experience with Lilith. Don't have much experience at all. But I hope I can do okay. I have 11 hours on my crystal vine, so we're good there. And 27 minutes on my potion, so that's good. And I got the buffs from the healer, so I am ready to go. Got some fashion coupons as well. That is used for buying items to wear and dye and stuff like that. I got one on. This is something I bought from the fashion coupon store, and I dyed it pink because pink is my favorite color, and it matches, kind of matches with my pink hair and stuff too. You can see these guys have bought a lot of stuff. The healer bought some, yeah, that. And they bought a bunny suit, and I think the brawler, no? Yeah, the brawler bought a cat suit and some wings and stuff. So, I don't know what we're waiting for, but I don't want to be the person that causes everyone else to die, so I'm not going to start it until they want me to. We are right where we need to be on schedule, so not worried. I tried recording this earlier, like I said, and I ended up having to scrap the video because once we got through with the first boss, the tank ended up leaving and the whole entire team got disbanded. So, yippee! That was fun. You can see her over there. Oh, just a little note here for headphone users, or if you have your volume turned up, and my volume is kind of turned down, and I hope it's still not incredibly obnoxious. But yeah, she makes a lot of noise, like the whole entire time. So you might, yeah, you might want to turn it down. I don't know why she makes that noise the whole entire time. I think they did it on purpose, is what it seems like to me. But whatever. This is Lilith, and she is the final boss. She's one of the toughest, I guess you could say. She's got plenty of different things that she does. That one was one of them. You want to avoid that, definitely. It's more than likely going to be something that targets the tank. You want to avoid these things here that go on the ground. And then she's going to do some, like, I believe it's like pie crust type of thing. Pizza crust, or whatever you want to call it. The pieces on the floor, I think she does as well. Just make sure you avoid those. And, I think you can actually dodge that. I'm not too sure. But I think you're supposed to stay away from her. Oh, no. Because she has a shield and you're supposed to destroy her shield. Or she becomes more powerful, just like that. I don't know if you can actually destroy her shield or not. I haven't really had any experience with that. Here's the other one that she does. And then, I think that's about it. You just gotta avoid mostly all of them. And you should be okay. I need to use Thunderbolt. Ah! I don't know what's going on. My controller or something is messed up because I'm auto-attacking for no reason. Did not mean to do that. Whoa, that was close. Did you guys see that? I avoided that. Really? I hate when my controller does this. I don't know why it does this. Literally have no idea why it does this, but it will auto attack or use something. Whenever I move forward, it seems like on my control stick. I don't know why that happens. I usually just ignore it and sometimes it goes away, but half the time it doesn't go away on me and I don't know why. Oh gosh. See, the auto attack is gonna mess me up. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Oh lord. Oh wow, I'm glad I avoided that. I'm probably gonna have to unplug my controller and re-plug it in. I think I explained why I don't use a keyboard, because my fingers are really small and I can't reach all the keys. You need a bunch of keys for this thing. And I'm not able to do that. There it is. That's what she does. You want to stay in the blue area, not the red. Red needs damage, and that's not good. You know, they're probably going to get mad at me for this, but next time I get stunned, I'm going to unplug my controller and re-plug it back in. Because the auto attacking is getting on my nerves. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna unplug this real quick like. And then I'm going to plug it back in. There we go. Now we're good. Still doing it. I think we could potentially die to this boss. We got her down to 40%, but we could potentially die. Whoa. Oh boy, it can be kind of frustrating sometimes whenever you're getting a boss down to like almost dead and then you end up dying and your whole team wipes out. That's definitely not something that you want to happen, because most of the time it's not good. Definitely not good. Our tank decided to see, my auto attack, I don't know what's wrong. I can't even use one of my skills. I'll have to fix it later. Since we are on the last boss, it's kind of not that big a deal, but it is frustrating. I don't ever understand why it does it. Maybe it's my controller that's going bad or something. I don't know. See, it doesn't do it sometimes. It only does it like a few times. I don't know why. I'd like to use... Oh, I did not mean to do that. I meant to use this. There we go. Let's use this. That does sometimes a good amount of damage. Sometimes it doesn't. Ah, no! Let's see, what's she at? 41? Wow, this is gonna take a while. If I expected this to be a, if I expected this to not be that big a deal and to be a short video, I was wrong. Because it's turning out to be really, really annoying and really long. Which is what usually happens when you get up into the bigger dungeons. Just something that ends up happening. The one that we have to do next, that we probably won't be able to do for a very long time, is going to be probably even longer. I've never done that one before, ever, and I would say that I probably need to do it a couple times before I even try to do it on the channel. Mostly because I think it's a lot harder than this one. It's like one of the actual big tier ones. The ones where you have to have full tier 10 gear. Woo wait. And that's not good. I only have my boots right now, but I'll definitely be working on getting the rest of my gear. It's going to take me a while, to be honest. It's going to take me a while to get all the rest of my gear. This could be probably the final episode for a while. I think, now I'm not saying for sure, I could be getting back my Pokemon stuff. I haven't tried it out yet, but hopefully I'll be able to get it going sometime. That auto attack really is screwing me right now. It really is. Like, I'm getting crits and stuff, but I would prefer to move and not be just locked into an auto attack, because it's causing me to be pretty bad. I know people are probably mad at me. Oh look, there's the problem. It's in the wiring. I moved the wire around and it started to do that. That's not good. Yeah, there's gotta be something in the wire. Yeah, I think it is. I think it's something in the wire, because when I moved the wire around, that's when it started to happen. I'll just use what I'm normally used to using, which is my main attacking moves, while still using my auto attack because it's locked in. We are almost done. We are at 9%. We can do this. We can do this, guys. I know they are probably screaming right now because of how bad this team is, but you know, we're doing all right. We're doing kind of okay. At least we haven't completely wiped, which would be even worse. Because when you get them down this low and you completely wipe, it can be one of the most devastating things to happen. Oh Lord, I'm about to die. I did die, of course. That's fine. We're done with the dungeon now. Oh, wrong attack. I'm just gonna continue to attack. There we go. Oh, goodness gracious. That was annoying.
Master, my life is yours.
Wow, look at all that stuff on the floor. That's that's kind of weird. Sorry, taking screenshots. Even though it's kind of weird with all the stuff on the ground, it won't really work out like you want it to. It usually never does. This is what people come in here for mostly, though, is to get that powder. So I'm gonna let them have it because they kind of deserve it. And a weapon crate. I'm gonna roll for that, definitely. Hopefully I'll get it. Got a 76. Got a chance. Love the heal. Want to be a nice person and pass that on over to me. That would be kind of fun. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Pass it on over. Pass it on over. Pass the roll. Pass it on over. Pass it to me. Thank you. We did it. We got our weapon. Because the healer went offline. I'm out of here. I have had enough of this dungeon, and I've been in here way too long. This video is probably over 40 minutes, who knows. But that was a long dungeon. Very long indeed. I will show you guys one more thing before I end off the episode. Gotta claim my reward here real quick though. There we go. Oh, and we gotta turn in our quest. We finally completed our quest, so we need to turn that in as well. I think we have one more thing to do now. Alright, there we go. Google is going to give us some Master Enigmatic Scrolls, Identification Scrolls, an Emerald, and some Spellbind. Okay, so it doesn't show up on the task screen for the quest, but there is actually, I think, a quest for the Broken Prison, which is the next one up. I'm just going to go ahead and sell this Emerald, actually, while I'm here.
Must be busy.
Because that's a good 1,000 G's right there in the bank. And I got some achievements. Cool. I guess because I hit 10,000 gold, I got an achievement. Let's see what we got here. Care and use of your pet chef. Alright, I'll take it. Let's use that so we can summon it when we want to. I'm going to open these crates up as well. Got my weapon, tier 10 weapon, and I got a brooch, a grounding brooch, which I don't really need, but it is probably better than the one I have now, so I'm just going to put on, lose a little bit of crit factor, but until I get a good one, this is the level 65 brooch, so I want to have a level 65 brooch on, and not a level 60 brooch. Okay, I'm going to show you guys real quick. Oh, let me open this treasure chest. Ooh, Master Enigmatic Scroll, always nice. And I'm going to show you guys what I did to the boots before we end off. Because I did it last episode and I showed, well, not last episode, but the one that I tried to record before is when I did it. And,
a pleasant conversation.
So I'm going to do it again for you, just so I can show you, because to me it seems a lot more efficient than actually using your feedstock and your alkahest at times. If you want to keep going through the dungeon, yeah, of course, it's easier, but if you can't, then that's the thing. Alright, so I'm going to put on my boots, and you can see the little arrow here. I'm going to push that so that I can enchant, but you can also push T, because you know down here we saw it was T to enchant, but I didn't. I just pushed the little arrow, and you go over here to gear, and it says I have one, so I'm going to enchant with the gear instead of using my feedstock and alkahest. And most of the time it won't work, but this time it happened to work for the second time. The first time it worked for me, and the second time it worked as well. But you can see that our item level is 409, and we don't want 409. We want what we had before, which was 413. We want higher than 413. So we do want to keep on our tier 10 boots for now, but I will show you what it's like doing it. Oh, I take off my boots? What? Oh, goodness. I will show you what it's like to use your feedstock to enchant. I only have one, so I can try it one time. I'm probably gonna fail, but oh, it didn't fail. Cool. It's a lot better to use. It's a lot better to use your gear if you have it, and there isn't actually an easier way to get the gear. People have said instead of doing the dungeons, you can actually go and use the Island of Dawn. There's actually an Island of Dawn Vanguard request that you can do that gives you some tokens. Let's see. It's down here at the bottom, I believe. Whoop. But it's a token thing it gives you. Can I go down? Okay, you know what? I'm just going to use my mouse. Alright, let's go here and go down. Let's see. Island of Dawn. See? Get these little underseed tokens, and you can use them to buy items. like your gear that you need besides going into the dungeon, because if you're not an elite player, you actually can only go in the dungeon, I think, 1 time a day. So there you can see it on cooldown, which means that I won't be able to go into it again today. So it's once a day, unless you have an instant reset scroll, which I don't have. But this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be trying to get all my tier 10 gear and get it up to plus 12. I am going to masterwork it as well. I'm going to try to masterwork it, but this is always something that is very time consuming and can be a very, very annoying thing, because you could use up to 100 of these and still not get it masterworked, which I think is so incredibly stupid. But you can see I used all my tier 10 right here, don't have any more, and I still didn't get it masterworked. So it's gonna take me a while. It's gonna take me quite a while to get back up to where I need to be. But the next episode will be more than likely the Broken Prison, which is the next dungeon we will need to go to. So I'm going to go ahead and end it here. These are all the good ones up here. There it is. It's where you get your rings and your earrings, which is what I need, definitely. And I believe there is a quest for it down at the bottom here. See that? Let's put that over here. Kill Balbatos in the Broken Prison. So that's what we're going to be doing next time you see me. Hopefully I will be in tier 10 gear and ready to go. So I will see you guys next time in some more Tera.